Alright, now time for another pickup video, and this time around, picked up a decent amount of stuff. Um, Also had quite a few fuck ups this week, and we'll get into those as well. Um, the main reason I kind of made these mistakes was I really don't have a lot of time to spend at these thrift stores. Usually I go during my lunch, and I try and hit up like 3 or 4 places in an hour's time, and that's where it kind of messes me up. And it's one of those things where I do have time after work, but lately I've just been really busy with a bunch of different things, and I messed up, plain and simple. So let's get into the fuck ups first. I got three of them. First thing here is this Super Nintendo controller. I don't know if you can, sure you can hear that rattling in there. Plugged it in, doesn't work. Ended up paying like $4.51 for that, taxes in. Very same day, I also picked up a Super Nintendo power cable, and it was wrapped up just like this. Unfortunately, I didn't take a good look at it because you can see it's taped up for a reason. Needless to say, this thing didn't work either. And the very last thing I made a mistake on was SWAT 4. I've been picking up quite a few SWAT games lately, and for some reason this one has quite a bit of value to it. I really have no idea why. Usually PC games don't hold this kind of value, but according to price charts, this goes for about 63 bucks, and I think I paid 5 for it. Only problem is, if you get a look here, it says disc 2. There's no disc 1. There's no manual. I knew there was no manual, but I was kind of in a rush. I didn't see disc 2 of 2 on there. I just saw, okay, there's a disc and it's in good shape. Didn't even notice there was a disc missing. So there you have it. We all make mistakes. There's mine. Alright, now getting into the real stuff here. Picked up StarCraft for the PC, big box version, for 8 bucks. Got this at a Value Village, and my girlfriend's a big fan of StarCraft. So I got StarCraft and the expansion both now complete in box, so I'm sure she'll be happy. Also picked up SimCity 3000 Unlimited the same day I picked up SWAT 4 from Talese, and got this for 5 bucks. It goes for about 5, but it's hard to pass up big PC games, or big box PC games. And SimCity is it's a decent series. I remember playing SimCity 2000 and having a pretty good time with it. Next up is World War II Sniper, and I was really kind of on the fence of this, and I really don't know why I was, because I mean, in the title World War II, I mean, that one thing kind of rings a bell with me, and then Sniper rings another bell with me. So put them together, I don't know why I didn't pick this up right away. I still haven't tried it out. I don't know if it's any good or not, but if it's a World War II sniper game, I'm all into that. Next is another World War II game, and I paid 5 bucks for this one as well, and it's Silent Storm. Really not too sure what type of game this is. Kind of looks like I don't know, some kind of strategy game, but that's not too big a deal. I like strategy games as well. So I picked it up again, 5 bucks at a Goodwill. Now at a GameStop, I picked up another copy of Sweet Fuse at Your Side, and I picked this up for a buddy of mine. When I told him about it, when I told him about last week's video, and I told him, I picked up Sweet Fuse, and he goes, "Oh, is that Japanese game, the last one that came out?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Did they have any more?" And I said, "Well, they had one more, but it was new and it was like 20 bucks. And he basically asked me, "Well, if you see another one for used for 5, pick it up." So I did, and this one's for him. Also, while I was at GameStop, I picked up Soul Calibur Broken Destiny, and no reason why, just a fighting game to add to the PSP. Also has Kratos in it, which kind of drew my attention. And lastly, I picked up Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. And the reason I picked this up is this goes back to another fuck up I had back in the US. I picked up the case for it, along with what I thought was the game. And when I got back to Canada, again, I picked this up in the US. When I got back to Canada, I don't know if it'll focus in there. This is Monster Hunter Freedom on the PSP. So it's the wrong game. So anyways, now I have it complete, and I'll just toss this extra case away. So that's the reason I picked that one up. Next, at a Goodwill, I picked up God of War 2. I think it was 75% off that day, and I got it for $1.25. So I mentioned this in my last video. Local game store I had Xenogears in their case. They had 2 copies of it, priced at $70 a piece. And you know, it's been sitting there for a good year. No one's been buying it. So I asked the owner, I said, you know what, can you just sell me the manual? And he goes, I don't know, it's one of those expensive games, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what, it goes for $30, 32 tops. And he goes, really? And he looked it up, and he saw what I was seeing. And I basically asked him flat out, what did you pay for it? And he goes, well, let me go take a look. And when he actually looked it up, he was kind of surprised. And that kind of helped me, because they paid a lot less than retail. Well, for obvious reasons. They ended up paying $10 for it, and they priced it for $70. So they really overpriced on it. So anyways, I asked them, you know what, let's work it out. What will you charge me for the manual? And initially he said $10. And I said, it's just a manual. Come on now. And again, he kind of thought about it for a bit. He goes, okay, how about $5? And I said, okay, that's fair. I'll do $5. So if you remember, A. Crosby sent this to me a little while ago. But I now have Xenogears complete. Next up at a Value Village, I picked up Batman Vengeance, and I picked this up along with the Super Nintendo stuff that was broken. And I used a 30% off coupon for this, so it was $5 minus 30%. So, why did I pick this up? I think I saw some other YouTubers pick it up, and they said it was pretty good. So, for the price, why not? Next up, I picked up True Crime Streets of LA on the GameCube, and where the hell did I get this? I have no idea where I got this. It's been a while. I don't even think I paid too much for it. It's probably like $5 or so, if not less. I don't know. I'm getting old. So, anyways, let's move on. Next up, went to a Goodwill. And for some reason, they were doing 10% off everything. And it was 50% off other stuff. And then when I walked into it, they told me it was 60% off everything. And I was getting confused. And I asked someone else, oh yeah, it's 60% off everything. So I ended up getting Star Wars Battlefront on the Xbox. And while I was there, I picked up Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the Xbox. And unfortunately, I opened this up, and there's Morrowind inside. It is complete, but the wrong game inside. And I knew this prior to picking it up. And the reason being is, if you guys remember, a couple weeks ago, I picked up a whole bunch of loose Xbox discs. So, luckily enough for me, one of them was Star Wars Battlefront 2. So that's the reason I picked this up. So this is an easy swap out. Morrowind comes out, and Battlefront goes in. And now it's complete. So anyways, I got Battlefront and Battlefront 2 for $4. It's $2.02 a piece, which is definitely the best find I had for the week. So anyways, those, again, are the finds of the week. And until next time, take care.